in self-defense, I think I killed her. Yes. Can you tell him to come immediately?
Okay, what type of knife was it?
There was all sorts of knives. In the frustration, I didn't know what I was doing. I cut her head off. I chopped her head off with a knife.
Greetings to everyone. Welcome to Crime Time Report, where we bring you the most mind-boggling and unsettling cases. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious world of Jessica Camilleri. This case is unlike anything you've ever heard before. It's like something straight out of a psychological thriller. If you're a fan of this kind of content, please consider supporting us by hitting that subscribe button. This case unfolds in Sydney, Australia, on the fateful day of July 20, 2019. It revolves around Jessica Camilleri, a 25-year-old woman residing in Sydney with her mother. During Jessica's early years, Jessica's parents noticed delays in her developmental milestones, such as walking and talking. As she progressed through school, teachers identified further delays in her reading, writing, and mathematics skills. Her parents sought help from various doctors, resulting in a range of diagnoses, including autism, OCD, depression, and ADHD. Some even suggested the possibility of schizophrenia. Let's take a moment to delve into the world of schizophrenia. This mental disorder is no joke. It's a complex and debilitating condition that can turn someone's life upside down. Schizophrenia can cause a person to disconnect from reality, making it difficult to think, feel, and behave in a way that's considered normal. Imagine experiencing hallucinations and delusions that no one else can understand. It's a scary thought. And that's not all. Negative symptoms like emotional flatness and social withdrawal can make it hard to engage in everyday life. Jessica's story is one of turmoil and darkness. After a heated argument with her parents, she was forced to move in with her grandmother in the hopes of finding some peace. But things took a turn for the worse when she attacked her aunt shortly after her relocation, leading to her return to her parents' home. Back in the familiar surroundings of her childhood home, Jessica's behavior only grew more aggressive and volatile. She got a sick thrill out of dialing random phone numbers and terrorizing the unsuspecting people on the other end. It was like a game to her, and she played it with a malevolent glee that was truly disturbing. One of Jessica's favorite targets was a woman named Natalie Naylor. For an entire year, Jessica bombarded Natalie with phone calls, threatening to kill her husband and spewing gruesome promises of violence. Another man named Matthew was also subjected to her relentless harassment, with Jessica calling his personal and business phone lines over 100 times a day for more than a year. The calls were filled with violent threats, with Jessica vowing to stab him and sever his head. Despite her mother's best efforts to intervene, Jessica continued her reign of terror through these disturbing phone calls. The scene was straight out of a horror movie when Rita tried to escape Jessica's grasp, darting into another room in search of a phone. But Jessica was relentless, chasing her down and dragging her into the kitchen. With a cold, calculated determination, she pinned her mother down and began to stab her repeatedly in the face, head, and neck. The sound of knives breaking filled the air as Jessica refused to stop her merciless assault. The gruesome climax was almost too much to bear. With a serrated knife in hand, Jessica decapitated her own mother, twisting and pulling until her head was gruesomely detached from her lifeless body. Covered in blood from head to toe, Jessica held her mother's severed head in her hands and made her way to the neighbor's house, knocking on their door in a haunting spectacle.
Hello?
Hi. What's happened?
I don't know. We was just at home, but she just come in screaming for help. And when suddenly I opened the door, she said, just help me and call the police or ambulance. And she said to me, she had a fight with her mom, I think.
Okay.
My mum tried to stab me and I killed her, I think.
So did she just say her mum tried to stab her?
I don't know because of the...
Yes,
Yeah.
with a knife. And in self-defense, I think I killed her. Yes. Can you tell him to come immediately?
Yeah, can you please just come immediately, please?
Okay, so she believes that she may have killed her mother?
Yes.
Yeah, she said like this, yeah.
Yes.
And where is this at where you are at the moment?
Sorry, who, me?
Yeah, so where are you at the moment?
Yeah.
Is she with you at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah, she's in the front yard of my house.
It was a nightmarish journey that ended with Jessica dropping her mother's head onto the pavement. As law enforcement officers arrived on the scene, she claimed that her mother had attacked her with a knife, and she had acted in self-defense. The officers wasted no time in taking Jessica into custody and investigating the scene. In the kitchen, the officers made a gruesome discovery. Rita, Jessica's mother, lay lifeless on the floor, her head lying outside the home. When Jessica pointed to where her mother's head lay, she shockingly asked if the officers could reattach it to her mother's shoulders. As the proceedings unfolded, it became clear that Jessica had a disturbing pastime of making unsettling phone calls, and an obsession with horror movies that included repeated viewings of The Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Jeepers Creepers. While these movies were mentioned in court and by the media, it's important to note that they were not claimed to be the direct cause of Jessica's actions. Ultimately, the jury believed that Jessica's judgment had been impaired by her various mental conditions, leading to a verdict of manslaughter rather than murder. She was sentenced to 21 years and 7 months, bringing some measure of closure to the family of Rita and the community at large. After seeking the help of a forensic psychiatrist, Jessica made a startling admission. She had brutally attacked her own mother and had no excuse for her actions. In a gruesome retelling of the events, she likened herself to a butcher and described how she twisted her mother's head until it was completely severed. Join us on this captivating journey through the world of solved cold cases and let us know in the comments if you have any cases you'd like us to explore. Don't forget to subscribe to Crime Time Reports so you never miss an episode as we continue to dive into the depths of justice. Hit that subscribe button and stay connected for more gripping stories.